Welcome to Bite Sized MMORPG. Based on the last video, which you can see there, this was not a complete waste of time, so let's delve into one of the more esoteric aspects of the MMORPG gameplay loop: support sites. Imagine a time for when you tried and just couldn't beat the boss. You did everything. You swung, you dodged, you moved, you rolled, you tried everything, and you still couldn't improve. So you had an idea. To the internet! Like most games, there's a variety of websites dedicated to helping you get better or getting your questions answered. We're going to go over those in the support site video today. The first is Wowhead, shown on screen. Wowhead is a database for information on World of Warcraft in general, but I often find it helpful as a site to look up individual items, enemies, and quests. So for example, let's say you have an item you're not sure about. You can type it in and find all sorts of info about it. So let's give that a shot. Arcane, C-R-Y-S-T-A-L. So Arcane Crystal, right? So let's click on, we see that not only does it show everything that contains Arcane Crystal, but it actually gives you the in-game picture so you can match to your bags in case you don't know or you're lost or something. So let's click on Arcane Crystal module. Okay. So click on that. It loaded through, and we can see, oh, okay, this is what it is. Parts of this used to construct and drain our invasions. It gives me a guide to where to find it. It also, we have related tabs of created by, objective of, guides, comments, and screenshots. Now you can do this with quests, items, NPCs, non-player characters for those who don't know, and pretty much anything else in WoW. This is your high-level, one-stop shop. Tell me where to find thing. Tell me what thing is. Tell me what thing does. And because it's a very popular site, oftentimes you have guides. On to our next site. Our second site is Icy Veins. Icy Veins is useful for in-depth class guides. So let's go to one. Let's go to, say, we'll do a Frost Mage. Why not? So we go to Frost Mage. Now, these guides are updated every so often and change with each patch. So welcome to our Frost Mage guide. It says what patch it's for. And then we go down here, we can see the pages from introduction to easy mode to your Azurite traits, your rotation and cooldown, what you should gem, enchant, stat priorities, everything. The idea behind this is, by following this guide, you should be good in 99% of the content. Anything above that, you're pushing cutting edge, and you probably don't need this guide. So as we click through here, we can see, let's go to easy mode, because I haven't played a Frost Mage in forever. So we go down here, it says, oh, okay, it's got a forward, everything's broken out, nice and easy, gives you your talent choices, your stat choices, your basic rotation, beginning Azurite choices, and essence choices, and then adds a change log, just in case. So I think this is honestly one of our better sites. After Wowhead, Wowhead will be like, I need to find certain item. Okay, I found certain item. What do I do with certain item? Okay, I did that. Then we go into Icy Veins, which says, how do I actually start to play my class? The third site is Raid Bots. Raid Bots is used to optimize your character and character performance depending on the fight and gear you have. You can also generate stat weights and simulate fights to see if a build does more damage. We'll go over simming in its own video, don't worry, because a lot of people that sim, I feel they do it with the wrong mentality, or they don't have an accurate representation of their character during that fight. So for now, it's good to know that you can sim here. Let's look at something, though, while we're here. We've got Top Gear, finds the top gear combinations from your bags. Droptimizer finds your best drops. Gear Compare, you can compare different sets of gear. Talent Compare, different talent builds. Quick Sim, you run a quick simulation to get your DPS and detailed stats. Stat weights to generate, how do you get the most DPS per stat point. And, of course, Advanced, you can run almost any raw simulation craft script. So let's go to Droptimizer. So as we can see, I have my character pulled up here. There it is, little Retribution Paladin. Also one of your favorite Twitch streamers, just in case. We'll put a little thing on the screen right now showing that off. And we'll choose Mythic Plus, Mechagon Workshop at, let's go max level. Mythic 15, right? Now it does actually go higher than Mythic 15, but that's the highest item level. So we're going to group by item slot. Corruption, no socket, we're not worried about that. Let's run Droptimizer. Alright, now I'm going to cut to after this job status is finished. So let's do that, and I'll meet you back when we're there. Alright, and we are back. As you can see, Mimicry, Human Retribution Paladin, Droptimizer, Mythic Plus, Mythic 15, Mechagon Workshop. I have the option to run the sim again, but right now we have the priority. So if I look here, I can see what is the best things that I can get out of this dungeon. So Pyroclastic Great Boots, Gauntlets of Absolute Authority, Heavy Alloy Leg Plates, Overclocking Bitband, which honestly, I really wish I could get that. That would be awesome. And then it rates it versus my current gear down here of what I have currently from this. So that's something very useful to have. And then, of course, if you want to see the simulation details of how it ran to see what it weighted against, we have our fight style, patchwork, all these other things. That's something we'll go over in a later video. But for now, you can find what is the best drop. So if you don't want to waste your bonus rolls or things if you're in base mythic and you want to see if you actually get a good item from your mythic cache. The fourth site is Blood Mallet. Blood Mallet rose to prominence during the current expansion as of recording, Battle for Azeroth. The Azerite trait system is extremely unintuitive, and showing DPS gains from both single and combinations of Azerite traits is helpful to maximize your character. Blood Mallet also shows trinket damage numbers, corruption damage numbers, and essence damage numbers. Basically, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty of how RNG systems affect your character's DPS, Blood Mallet. That's a lot to take in, so let's demonstrate it and show and see what's going on. So here we see trinkets. Now, this chart is a damage per second over time, so delta T. And we see Ashfane's Razor Coral being the top, followed by Vial of Animated Blood. Now, these colors mean something. Orange is 430, green is 445, white is 460, and blue is 475. And we can see Ashfane's Razor Coral, even at 445, outpaces a 475 Vial of Animated Blood. Now, basically, the design philosophy, as we were told, was higher item level means better item. Here we can see there's a breakdown of the system. Let's move forward and see if there's anything with essences that may have that way. As we can see here, essences are correct. As a Vision of Perfection, rank 1 totally outpaces even a level 3 World Vein Resonance. And it only gets more outpaced as I get to rank 2 and rank 3. How about Azerite? Alright, Avenger's Might looks like it's a little more in line with Light's Decree and Avenger's Might. Now, of course, I can change the type of fight. Right now, we're doing this as a single target patchwork fight. Basically, it's a meat shield, and we gotta beat it down. So we look at corruptions, and Infinite Stars 3 at 75 corruption. There is no challenge. So obviously, balance is something they're working on, and they've never quite gotten. So if you're not keeping up with those huge numbers, maybe don't worry about it. This is the computer running a simulation of what is possible to happen. The final site I'm going to mention is WoW Analyzer. WoW Analyzer is a site that lets you plug your combat logs into it. And don't worry if you don't know what logging is, we're going to have a video on that. I have my logs plugged into this so we can analyze them and see where I made mistakes. And believe me, I made a few mistakes. It breaks down your performance into different categories along with tracking your ability use, potions, buffs, damage done, and many other things. This is a site you can use once you're done with the fight to see where you messed up and how you can improve. And speaking of how we can improve, let's take a look here. So we scroll down, we see the checklist. Boom. All right, so I've always been casting was good. I apparently should use more Crusader Strike and more Judgment. I used my cooldowns, but could be a little better. I did not use Holy Power efficiently. I did not use a high-quality pre-pot, and apparently I didn't have food. I need better enchants. Didn't use a second potion, and of course, high-quality food. So that was not great. I could have used Shield of Vengeance better. Lay on Hands is relative. And here we have suggestions to improve. 3 out of 4 possible casts. That's a big DPS loss. Should try to use Crusader Strike more often. Judgment more often. I wasted 18 Holy Power. Now, 18 Holy Power, that's 6 spenders. So I could definitely have been better. I'm not consuming all of my Judgment debuffs, which is not terrible. And I didn't have any food active. So we can see from all this that if I work on some of those major importance, not only will my parse raise, which we'll go over parsing in a later video, but I'll be better and more helpful for the raid group. So that's our last site. Let's go to the outro. So that was 5 sites. You know, this is Bite Sized MMORPG, and the idea is to give you information in easily digestible and easily implementable chunks. Now, I did leave some sites off there, personal choice. Your class discords, Noxic. I'm sure there's a few other sites. Let me know in the comments below if you think I should add them, replace them, and possibly why. But I feel that with these 5 sites, so Wowhead, Icy Veins, Raid Bots, Blood Mallet, and WoW Analyzer, you will have everything you need to clear up and including your cutting edge rating. So don't worry about that. To end, though, I do want to mention that if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I stream on Twitch. The information will be over there now. So that's Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, guys, keep gaming and enjoy life. Bye.